This will be an angel number past life reading, and to connect to the past life journey, I'm going to first pull an angel number. If you've been seeing this number appear in your life, in events, at times that are significant to important things that happen, or if it's a number closely associated with you, something that is connected to your start in this life, then this read is for you. And we have the number 487, imagine. Contemplate what will be. You are invited to use your inherent skills of creation. Your angels ask you to practice visualization, sit in meditation for 5 minutes, and allow yourself to visualize your daily world as if what you want has already happened. Feel your feelings fully, see the colors of this life vividly, and allow yourself to wonder at this brand new world. So we have 487, imagine. Be sure to subscribe if you have not yet connected to a number for your past life journey. Doing so might help with the connection to having a read come through for you, although the timing will be what it is. And you may also view a read that is connected to someone close to you, someone in your soul tribe. But back to this read, 487. With this read, I'm going to take a look at now the time period of the past life that is connecting here. And we have, feudal Japan. We're looking at a time period from 1185 to 1603 CE. The Japanese age of the samurai, shoguns, and the strict societal hierarchy. So that was a hierarchy, a system, a life of a lot of change, where many powerful leaders were consolidating power. And the population suffered through that, and then natural disasters as well as the people that were coming together on that island. Okay, let's take a look now at the occupation you may have had in this past life. What may you have primarily spent your time doing in this past life? And then we'll look at the manner of passing, as well as the major themes that were at play in your past. So, what occupation did you have? How did you spend your days or your living? We have scribe, a writer or historian responsible for recording events, religious texts, or legal documents. which is something that has helped historians with that period of time. The fact that there were scribes back then, or those that recorded the histories of the people. Okay, and then how did your past life end? Betrayed. You were lured into a trap by someone you trusted and killed as a result of betrayal. So it's a very harsh way to end, to have an awful surprise of one that you may have looked at as a support or as a neutral, probably more as an ally at the least, since there would be the expectation that you would be helped by that one, and yet you were betrayed. Okay, let's look at the other themes. With this type of ending, there's definitely a lingering type of energy for something like that. Oh, we have betrayal again. Why is a life shaped by treachery and the sting of betrayal from trusted individuals? So that's come up as well as a theme that you had to deal with in your past life. Such an awful feeling to have that repeated and then to be the end of that stage, that marker of the energy that you were alive in. We'll take a look at two more. We also have defeat, the challenges of trying and not succeeding, dealing with the aftermath of failure. So another that's a difficult energy to have. Again, not quite as negative, facing challenges in life. You may have felt that your success would come, and that was taken with the betrayal. We also have a life devoted to helping or serving others, perhaps in a humble or self-sacrificing role. So a scribe, that fits as well with that type of a role, since you would be very much at the service of another, the leader or the nation, the group of people that you served. For clarifiers on this, I want to get another tarot deck that I hadn't planned to use, but it's perfect for feudal Japan. I just got this one, the Yukayo Tarot. A beautiful kind of Japanese animation inspired deck. So we'll use that one for clarifiers here. So mostly this energy of betrayal to start with. The service, that's a beautiful. Defeat, that's difficult, but the repeated theme of betrayal here is very striking already in this read, so I want to get into that further. Just shuffling a little extra since this is a newer deck. So, with the betrayal overall, just some clarifiers, please, on the betrayal that happened here overall. Clarity on this betrayal. And this can very much be an energy that you feel in the journey that you're on today. Feeling almost a sense of dread that something awful is going to happen, that you won't have success, from energy of the past that lingers. We have the Page of Pentacles, kind of came out sideways here, slightly more in the reverse. So, it seems to be an energy of just starting out. King of Wands, bottom of the deck. Starting out and in a very grounded, sincere, enthusiastic way, connecting with others, feeling a sense of harmony and youth, innocence, a chance to prove oneself, to obtain something good in life. We also have the Hermit here. So definitely early on learning things. Maybe a period of work that required isolation, with the energy of the Scribe here. Very much mirrors the Hermit. Having access then to a lot of information, contact with others that would have brought you into the knowledge of important things, things that a leader would want recorded, the powerful would want recorded. The Six of Pentacles in the reverse, the King of Swords in the reverse, and the Queen of Swords. Knight of Swords in the reverse. I'm going to shuffle a little more. So, this is just the overall betrayal. For the passing itself, I'm also noticing too the connection of the colors here. Just the red to the red, this darker purple to the purple here, the green to the occupation, the Scribe, having to deal with the knowledge that was gained. And who was this? Who was the one that betrayed this one in the past life? We have the Two of Swords and the Empress at the bottom of the deck. Someone that maybe operated in a kind of isolation. Someone who was left with few options, one or two. Someone who wanted growth and expansion, wanted to stay comfortable. We have the Two of Wands, the Queen of Cups. Someone operating out of some kind of sense of protecting another, possibly. Ten of Pentacles and the reverse there, almost indicating an instability in just the home, the kingdom, the legacy. More about this person. What was the nature of the connection? You have the Ten of Swords that came out upright. Someone that was done, finished. The Eight of Swords, the Seven, and the Six. I'm going to put this back in the deck as I'm thinking I just may not have... Yeah, we're getting all the sword suits. Sorry. This just needs to be shuffled more from being a new deck. I'm going to take this one back as well. And really, I guess I really want to ask though, what is the nature of the betrayal at the end? More than this being the repeated pattern. Who was it that betrayed this past one? And interesting to the angel advice, or the advice from the angel card here, was imagining the world that you can create. Angels asking you to visualize and make it a practice to sit in meditation. Allow yourself to visualize your daily world as if you had what you wanted, and not some ominous feeling of betrayal coming. Okay, so hopefully this will be good for just focusing on what this ending was, what that betrayal was. Who was it? Who was this individual to the past life individual? Who was the betrayer? We have Justice followed by the Empress. That's the second time we're seeing the Empress. Getting chills. So possibly someone of nobility within this feudal empire that you were a part of. And with the Justice appearing as well. It's almost like there were two, and they each had the option to align to something they may not have planned, they may not have seen coming. I have the Devil followed by the Lovers. Again, this idea of choice coming into play, and something very negative, not planned, but that was brought up. And we have the Ten of Pentacles again in the reverse. Instability in the Empire. And then the Two of Wands, not wanting to plan for something else, not wanting to step out of one's comfort zone, as we see with the Two of Wands. The waters, the waves, they do not look like something you want to step into. To even approach, to even come to the ledge seems dangerous. And so some awful choice was made to betray this life, the life of this scribe. Okay, so that's who we have it there. So it also might be something to do with feminine energy as well. Both the Empress and Justice are closely linked to the planet Venus, which is all about the feminine. The signs of Taurus and Libra, where there should be justice, there should be fairness, and yet here we have a fatal betrayal. So, and for maybe just what you had come to learn, going from a Page of Pentacles to the Hermit, and in that you learned too much. And in a life of service, and that might be something you find yourself in today. There may be some idea that you want to bring to life, something that you have wanted to create in the world, and you're feeling almost a sense of dread just to move forward to that. Just on a lighter note, let's take a look at service and what that may have been, and maybe you can even, so this deck I've had for a time. This deck should be well shuffled, but we'll just shuffle again. I really like this one. It's the Magic Hours Tarot. Okay. The service, level of service, just more clarity on the service from this past life. Just gonna, this life of service to the kingdom. What insight can we have on this? That was a major theme. Oh, the Emperor. So your service was to the Emperor, to the kingdom, to the realm. We have judgment, what to bring things back, to send the message, to bring life to this kingdom, and justice. Seven of Wands, defense. Seven of Swords in reverse, to maybe undo things that maybe were done that were incorrect by the kingdom. So those are very beautiful aims in a life of service to an emperor. They kind of came out sideways, so it may be towards, should have been maybe towards the growth of the one you served. Maybe not the Emperor of Japan, I don't know. But certainly the story that's unfolded here is for service to a ruler, no doubt, a leader, which brought this end of betrayal, the shock, which may be affecting your life today, and why you have this message here to visualize something good, to visualize the good life that you can imagine, that you've imagined in the past as well. You might be doing some type of work in restoring others through health care type of work, or some work in the legal system in the defense of others. And those are beautiful things that you can bring more life to, and that you may at this time need to be setting your energy towards, and not feeling the effects of what was cut short for you in the past. So again, you have this beautiful advice here to use your skill of creation, practice visualization, sit in meditation, to visualize daily the world that you imagine to create, that you feel, and that you're being encouraged to bring into life. Lastly, I'll take one of these Wild Kuan Yin oracle cards. They're kind of like a prayer. They're very beautiful messages of the Divine Feminine. And it's very much to protect those that are, it's about protecting those that have suffered in life, or who have just had a hard time, to bring hope and just uplifting messages here. So we'll just take one to add to the encouragement here on the card from the angel message. So a prayer for this past life. And we have play with me. So we have this very fun and image full of movement. It could be a little scary with the horns there, but it doesn't seem any harm is meant. And the figure there is seeming very comfortable with, let's see, her playmate there. So this is 15. And here's the prayer. There is a more joyful way for you to be yourself in the world. To access that, you will need to let go of the struggles you have endured and your past suffering. You do not have to deny what you have been through, nor do you need to ignore your feelings, but you do need to be willing to put it behind you now. You will not lose anything through doing this except your pain. It has served a purpose. Now it is time for another way. It is simple. It is time for play. So, additional admonition. So, meditation and play. All the best to you. Let me know if you've connected to this number, where you've seen it, how it is connected to you. Let me know in the comments. Or if you feel it may be connected to another that is close to you in your life. All the best.